I'm playing on Stormforge's Frostmourne, which is an enhanced version of Wrath of the Lich King. And nowadays, often we find ourselves wanting to experience or re-experience World of Warcraft in enhanced modes, in harder, faster, quicker modes. What I'm positing is to experience original World of Warcraft in a slow mode. So this, I'm experiencing Frostmourne in a leveling mode where I'm purely concentrated on leveling 4 tunes at once and getting all the enjoyment out of that I can. And primarily that takes form in gathering, in crafting, in work, basically work in the auction house to make money, but also it involves exploring the zones and the different quest areas and all the different things that we're not taking the time to do anymore. So here I'm concentrating just on this is fishing. Fishing, a lot of us have done this in vanilla in the earlier versions of World of Warcraft to make money. And this is the best example of using fishing in vanilla through Wrath to make money by visiting the various wreckage spawns, the pools that have treasure in them, and reselling those items or using them for crafting. And especially, this is especially useful in a 5x server where everyone is leveling so quickly that they don't have the time or even inclination to gather the things that they need. They'll wait until they're at max level and then go back and do this. And what I'm doing here is enjoying the struggle early on in gathering this, and also the benefits that I very quickly can make money at low levels to further advance leveling professions. Or it also advances just my exploration. Also, you'll have these types of people. You'll always have these types of people. They'll buy every leveling weapon and sometimes gear and just resell them. I hate that. Here, this is another cool thing you can do, is going out to find the various recipes that are not easy to get. They weren't particularly easy to get on like a vanilla PvP server where it's a hell of a time just to get to these dudes. Here I'm going back and doing things that people don't do. I'm getting these recipes, and these recipes are also useful in crafting. So I'll be making things that nobody else is making because they haven't bothered to gather and they haven't bothered to get these recipes. And that I find, it's not that I'm really interested in making gold, it's that I'm enjoying the entire process itself. The process of being involved in the world around me, gathering these things. And then I do get a joy from putting these things on the auction house. Even the materials that craft these things themselves are not particularly present in the auction house. I do derive quite a bit of pleasure from creating these things, from gathering the materials, from gathering the recipes, and crafting from them. So in this case, in leatherworking, nobody's going to have the leather, or very few people will, and nobody's going to have the recipe for that oil. And I have them both from fishing and from exploring. And from that, I will craft. Crafting is one of my favorite things in World of Warcraft. I really enjoy making things, and I enjoy selling them. It's not even the profit, it's just the pleasure I get from making something. So leatherworking is always profitable because so few people do it, and so many people do need the gear from leatherworking. Now in this case, people are leveling so fast, they don't actually need the gear. But I think all of us find enjoyment in every now and again putting on something new. You hate just kind of struggling with whatever gear you have. And this is what happens, I can just constantly make gold from both crafted items and the things that I've gathered selling. And inscription is always the way to make money. And inscription, is not particularly enjoyable it's not an enjoyable market to be in. However, like in any version of World of Warcraft where Inscription exists. It's a big money maker. It's a continual money maker from both top to bottom, from just having the basic glyphs to making the trinkets, which is where the super big money is at. So this is one part of my enjoyment of the leveling experience, and the other is the exploration. It is a pleasure to me to not feel constrained by time, to not feel as if I have to use my time to get something in particular done. Playing like this, I can just stop and look at the surroundings. I can, gather at will. And, you can make some gold from doing this as well, from gathering. You can make gold in any of the professions at this rate. Tailoring, you can make bags. JC, you're always making gems. But to play the game like this, to just wander about and just go wherever your heart directs you is really, it's a very liberating way to play the game. And it's not, I do know it's not for everyone. In the mind of many people, they're thinking, I've already done that. I don't feel inclined to do it again. But it's been so long for many of us. We're missing so much of the game. Who knows what the percentage is? If you're just concentrated in the end game, you're really missing, who knows, 90% of the game. I'm just going to throw out a number. We're missing a lot. But by Wrath, there were so many different quest zones that you could visit. And in Wrath, there's some, really cool devices, really cool mini games to play. I love just wandering around like this, wherever I end up. Flying an airship like that along the mountains of was this Grizzly Hills? There's so many cool things, cool battles to get involved in, and of course the Take a Crap in Grizzly Hills quest, the single most important quest ever written for World of Warcraft. Playing like this certainly is not for everyone, but it is a way to play the game to not feel compelled to have to do anything at all, to just wander around and do whatever you feel like. It's a big world out